What is up, everybody? It's VoxelCraze here, and welcome back to another episode on the LumpiaCraft server. We are still here over at Atlantis, just chilling, doing some things, but yeah. Today we're not going to finish the half sobbing as I was doing last episode. Instead, we are going to be doing this bit of contraption. As you can see, I've already started it. At the end of last episode, I was working on an elevator for the Triforce base. We did these little piston elevators to get up and down, and I thought, you know, rather than keep climbing this dang thing all the way up to the top, we would take an elevator up, and it works most of the time. Come on. So, as you can see, I still need to work out a few kinks. It works maybe 1 out of every 3 times. It'll get me to the second floor, like that. No, yeah. So that is the start of the new one. But the problem is that the gap between each of our floors right now is 7. So, you know, from this floor to that floor is 7, and the elevator will only actually take you up 6. So I've decided to move all of these floors. Not gonna be fun. I'm not sure if there's a way around it. I'm gonna keep trying, I guess. Unfortunately, if I start from the top and move everything down with 6 floors, this one has to be moved down by 1, which isn't terrible. It's just gonna be a little dip that we have to take down in order to get to the next floor. There we go. Which is fine. Yeah. Anyways, so each place where the dirt is right now is where a piston needs to be. And so that's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out, because on this first floor, I have it powered by a pressure plate that we stand on. It works, I guess. Oh, work, thank you. Unfortunately, I can't place a piston on, or, pressure plate. I can't place a pressure plate on this piston because it'll break every time I come through it. So if I am still going to have this here, I'm going to need to have a button somewhere that I can press that will activate the rest of the elevators, and that will have to be something that I do on each floor coming. So we're going to have to work a few things out. As I said, I don't know if there is a way to make it so that the elevator will go up 7. I'm pretty sure there is not at this point, so we're going to do that. That means all of these floors are going to have to be torn out, and so we're going to be doing that today. Fun stuff, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out how to do the whole button thing. We did come up with a different design than the one I used at Triforce. Yeah. Okay. And that the pressure plate is a little bit easier and uses redstone torches, but this really only works well if you're going to just go zooming all the way up. I'm not sure if I really like this, so we'll see. But yeah, so let me get started on the next floor, see what I can do, and I'll bring you guys back. And then maybe we'll do a bit of a time-lapse, getting rid of these floors and building the rest of the elevator, and then putting the floors back, I guess. We'll see. Alright. Alright guys, so some stuff and things got done. I may have gotten a little carried away, and I finished the entire elevator. Kind of. I mean, all the redstone's in, all the pistons and everything are in, and it all completely works. So we just keep going up. Each floor, we just press a button and go on up. I think there's 9 floors in total, if you count the top floor. So there we go. And we come all the way up. And to get back down, I have a quick drop here. Unfortunately, there's no quick drop down to a particular floor. It just goes all the way down to the bottom. And if you wanted a particular floor in between that, you have to take the elevator back up. Like so. But it completely works. So we're just going to need to change some things. What I've done, so originally I had every floor 7 blocks different. I believe I said that in the last clip. Instead, I've changed it so that they are now 9 blocks different. So we are losing maybe a floor or 2 But that's really okay because I didn't really know what I was going to do with all these floors anyways. So based on where the pistons are, you know, oops, they didn't quite make it that time. It works a majority of the time, so yeah. So, you know, yeah, every floor is going to be moved just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and roll a time lapse of me taking out all these floors and replacing them where they should be. So after the time lapse, we will come back and work on some stuff. I will see you in a bit. Alright guys, so the whole floor thing is done. There's no way for me to show it to you now though, because I got rid of the hole in the middle. But you guys saw it in the time lapse that it is all done, and each floor is now... There we go. Each floor is now complete. We have now I think it's an 8 gap if you include the floor, because the floor is too deep. Yeah. Anyways, so we're going to work on this next. I don't really have an idea of what I want to do. I'm thinking that we'll bring some of the orange in and do maybe like an orange glass pane thing going down. I don't know yet. And then we're going to cover all this up and just try to make it look pretty on each floor right now. It's all pretty standard. This thing is not working very well right now. It is the next day for me, and I guess maybe my internet's a little bit slow today. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's only been working about every 4 out of 5 times, so hopefully that's not a big deal in the future. We shall see. But we are also going to have to figure out what to do with this part, because it's not quite even. Like, if you can see here, this column would land right here. Whoops, no, sorry, right there. And then on this side it would land here. It'd be one off. So, and that kind of stuff. So we're gonna need to figure this out. We're gonna need to figure out all the floors below and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead, play around with some ideas, see what I can come up with, and I'll bring you guys back when I figure something out. Alright guys, so I got some stuff and things going. I'm not entirely sure I like it completely, but I do like it, for now. So I think this is what we are going to go with. Unfortunately, I just realized that I'm going to be putting a row of prismarine here, which means that will connect right there, and I don't know if I like that. I already had the problem down here, actually. If you look on the very first floor, it connects right there. I don't know if I like that, but we're going to figure something out, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we won't use the panes, or maybe we'll keep it like that. I don't know. I can't quite decide if I like that or not. Because this side is, I mean, we're not gonna even use this, we're just gonna cover that column up. And it's like this on every floor. It looks exactly the same, except for the first floor and the top floor. So, yeah. Also, let me show you what I've done upstairs. Let me take this off before it completely annoys me. Oop. Alright, so let me show you what I've done upstairs. In terms of, I think in the last clip I was mentioning how I was going to decorate the top floor. These pistons are really loud, oh my gosh. Anyways, I've moved some things around. We didn't quite make it all the way through. So the problem is when we don't quite make it all the way through to the top floor, we get stuck in between floors, and the only way to get back down is to either break through this wall or drop all the way down. For time's sake, I think I'm just going to break through this. Yes, okay, so let's try that again. Last floor, come on. Come on! You can tell I'm still having a little bit of issues today. So, that is what we have. I ended up moving this one. It was on this row right here, or column. I moved it over one. I put a faulty powered trapdoor right there, which I've heard rumors in 1.11 that this won't work anymore. Like, these will be updated and they'll be flat and you can't do this anymore. I don't know how true that is. I really hope it's not true because I really like these. I don't want to try to find a way to power them or anything, so I'm really hoping that this little bug, or whatever you want to call it, is still in there, please. But yes, anyways, this is what we've done with this area. So we have the drop right here, we have the piston we come up on right there. I don't mind it. We're probably gonna get rid of this row of prismarine brick. But yeah. I've realized I haven't really been using too much of the dark prismarine around, so I'm going to start adding that a bit more into the build, and also the orange stained glass that I'm holding right now. It's also going to make its way more into the build, even if it's just like along the walls like this somehow, just to kind of give it more depth. It will make walking a little bit more difficult. Well, I guess right there is fine, but you know, it will make walking a little bit more difficult depending on where I put it, but that's the plan. Anyway, oops. Anyways, let me go put some of this stuff away, and then I'll bring you back for our next little project that actually won't be inside Atlantis today. Alright guys, since the last clip I have changed my mind about what we are going to do. Originally we were going to connect, I don't know if you can see it from here, I know you can see it from somewhere, but the end portal is actually right behind all that netherrack right there. And this is our portal to Atlantis. And what I really wanted to do was connect the two. And we were going to do that in today's episode. As you can see, I already have the netherrack kind of laid out right there. And it goes right into that tunnel right there. But you guys already seen me build this and the other ones. And currently there is a ghast outside this window somewhere. There it is. It sounds like there's multiples now. So we're not going to do this. We are going to go back in and work a bit more on Atlantis, because I can do this some other time, and I will do it some other time. I'm just not on the move. So I figured what we could do is maybe get around to decorating like the inside of Atlantis a little bit. I really don't want to work on those things right now, just because I'm still a little overwhelmed with the house slabs. It will have to get done eventually, but I think for now, we are going to work on just like getting some things really seriously set up in Atlantis, like maybe getting a storage room going or a food farm going so I don't have to keep going all the way back to Triforce. That kind of thing. So, what I think we're going to do is on each floor, so we have 9 levels in total if you count the gate room, which we're currently not, and I guess we're not going to count this floor either. So we have 7 floors to work on for the rest of the episode. Just to decide kind of what we want to do with each. I do want one of them to be kind of our storage room, at least one. I'm thinking maybe we'll do a sorting system for it. It's just a matter of what floor we're going to put that on and where we want it. So let's go ahead. I feel like the storage system should be closer to the bottom, So maybe like floor 2 or floor 3 or both. Obviously there are a lot of items in the game and we are going to need a lot of room. I think like 2 of these floors would be really good in terms of if we did do a sorting system, you know, it'd have enough room to house all the redstone in the back and whatnot. I'm not entirely sure how, because I mean the sorting system will probably have to come out to here, so we probably wouldn't have that many chests overall, so maybe 2 or 3 floors? It's just a matter of like this one would be storage for building blocks and that kind of stuff. Another one would be like storage for drops and like animal drops and mob drops and all that, and then another floor for whatever else I'm missing at the moment that I can't think of, but I don't know. It could be good. It'd be very resource intensive and it would probably lag my area of the map quite a bit. I'm not entirely sure. I did have a sorting system on our last server and it was fairly extensive. If I can pull up a screenshot of it for you, I will. It'll be on screen now, but so we'll see. I really want, you know, storage. I do want to have a villager breeder over here because I think it'd be really cool to have villagers kind of just floating around. Obviously, you know, there'll be a set number for each of these floors just because we can't have them. I don't know, will they fall off into here? I'm hoping not. Maybe if we'll have to figure that out. Like, I don't want them just randomly falling and all ending up on the bottom floor, because that would be really bad. So, you know, but we'd have like designated villagers per each floor and then have a bunch of villagers on the bottom and then just maybe have a spawner somewhere so they could just pop out and end up wherever else around Atlantis. That'd be really cool. All these plans. Let's see. Let's make it out of dirt. Let's be fancy like that. Yeah, that's right. I said dirt was fancy. So this is our to-do wall. Villager. Spawner. Spawn. Farm. Storage system. Finish half slab. What else, guys? What else? We could so this place is fairly big, obviously, because I don't have enough blocks to even finish building all of it. And also we're gonna actually do a lot of things that I'm not used to doing, which is making rooms and such that don't really have a purpose, and that, you know, they're not a farm or they're not a storage system, you know, they're just a room that's meant to be decorative. And that's not something I'm used to doing. For me, everything has to be very practical, you know. It has to be for a reason, and so it'll be good for me to expand beyond that and just be creative without having it to have a function. So we're gonna do a lot of that too. That's not what I'm writing right now, but you know, we don't really need a sign for that, just because it's just gonna be something that we do gradually, depending on how much space we have and that kind of stuff. So I do want like a smelter room, like where all of our stuff gets smelted. Smelter room, I don't know. And that'll probably actually be down here. Speaking of down here, actually, on my off time, I've actually been just kind of clearing this out, and we removed all the little rooms inside of here. So all of this, if I remove any block, water will come gushing in really quickly. I did have one issue in this, in that I'm pretty sure when I first moved to Atlantis, or where we were going to build Atlantis, which was right here, I had brought a mule over with me, and I don't think I ever took the mule back with me. And when I dug this whole place out, the mule was gone. So it made me kind of sad. I don't know where it went, and I was pretty sure I left it in kind of this vicinity, because this is where we originally had the portal, You can tell by these 2 blocks. And yeah, so it's not here. And then down here, I've actually been doing a little bit of strip mining too. I don't know if I've showed that in a previous episode or not, but that's been there for a little while now. Especially when I needed the smooth stone, I kind of just started strip mining. But yeah, we're gonna have to. Most of this is gonna get torn down. I don't know if I've mentioned, you know, we're gonna also build out the bottom part of Atlantis, and the bottom part of Atlantis is fairly extensive in itself, because the bottom is where like the engine was and the weapon systems, at least in the TV show, obviously, not in real life, because there's no such thing as Atlantis. So we're going to try to do all that. It's going to be a really long time before I think we can get to here, but hopefully eventually. I really want to finish this project because I really am enjoying working on it. But yeah, we are going to be working on some of these things in the future, and I will be working on half slabbing those in the future. I will probably do that off camera, because to be honest, I don't think you guys need to watch me design the pattern to use and then dig out half slabs and replace half slabs. So I'm going to try to do that off camera before the next episode. I know this last part of this episode has been really talky, and I'm not really doing much other than walking around and making signs and showing you guys things, but yeah, that I just need to be able to kind of talk out what I'm going to be doing with this place. As I said, a lot of this is going to be dug out. There's actually going to be a floor underneath this, so excuse me. I had to sneeze. So this will all be another floor. So we're gonna have to take smooth stone, dig it down, dig it out. We're probably gonna have to make this shape all over again. But at that time we will be able to remove the smooth stone then and replace it with whatever our floor choosing will be at the time. It should be orange clay, which we are going to need a lot more orange clay. So that was another thing. There's a lot of things I'm going to be having to do still, and it's very overwhelming. I've never actually built a project this big, or with this much detail, this big and this much detail. So it's a lot of work for me, but I'm having a really good time doing it. So we're gonna bang this thing out, guys. We are going to do it, and it'll be great. I'm super excited. It will happen, and yes. But as I finish eating my beef, unfortunately, guys, I think that's all the time I have for today. We did get to finish the elevator, which is really cool. I'm really glad that it turned out. If anyone, you know, cares to give me advice about doing this part or the other ones, how I could change it or make it look better, please let me know. You know, because this will bug the crap out of me, and if I only have it on one side and not this side, as goes with all the other floors, it'll bug the crap out of me. But it works. Yeah! Woo! Alright, guys, as I said, that is all the time I have for today. So, if you liked the episode, please feel free to share and favorite it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and like us on Twitter and on Facebook to know when we're going live and posting new videos. Until next time, guys, where we will be continuing to work on this lovely ass base, I will see you next time. Alright, bye!